So, where I come from, in America, in Louisiana, if you don't have the car, the house, six-figure, damn near $1 million job now, and a few other accessories to go along with that, then you're not successful. Your value is, below whatever. Now, luckily for me, I have done those things, and at the same time, I can tell you that you can do all those things and feel nothing. You can provide for your family, you can have the nicest car, the baddest looking woman, whatever, and you can feel empty inside. And so the way I grew up, seeing fast money, fast cars, hustlers doing what they do, and then now to meeting businessmen, and even you got businessmen that make a lot of money that's not happy. You got guys on the street that make a lot of money and they ain't happy. None of them are safe. And so for me, once I started traveling, because this isn't the only country I've been to, once I started traveling, I started realizing only in America we value everything else over life. But when I got outside of America, everybody else values life, right? Time with family, friends, things that can't be bought. Being in Thailand has taught me to just slow down. Now, mind you, being here, being at peace and having time, you actually can make more money because you don't have distractions. My name is Brian Hampton. I'm from Louisiana originally. I'm right now living in Bang Sue, to be specific, 30 minutes outside of Bangkok. Well, hello. How y'all doing? Come on in. Welcome to my 1 bedroom, 1 bath condo in Bang Sue, Bangkok. As you can see, this is where I sleep at. I'm just gonna start off in here. For me, I mean, everything it came fully furnished already, but this bed is probably one of the most comfortable beds I've ever slept in my life. And obviously you can look out the window here. I got the view to the city. As we come around here, if you wanna swing around and show them the living room. Simple, very simple. I'm one man. I got my couch here, TV here, extra space for shoes or anything, but I usually just keep them here for easy access. And, more space down there, the ambient lighting. I do most of my work here, my schoolwork, my trading, anything else. You see how clean it is. I keep it like this for the most part. Show y'all a little rundown of the bathroom. Again, just enough for me, like I said, and it's pretty up to date, pretty modern, you know what I'm saying? And we'll come out here and I'll show y'all. This is the closet space. Like I said, I keep most of my stuff folded up in drawers, but when I do want to hang my suits up, I put them in there. Got the fridge, you got a washer and dryer. So yep, and then you got the balcony. So I take my little smoke breaks out here. I don't smoke in the inside. And then, like I said, you can get the downstairs shot as well. Honestly and truly, if you want to come around and let's show them my lifestyle, my daily habits. If you can see, I stay hydrated. I got all the drinks, all the things that you might need, anything. So I'm in the gym every day, so I gotta have it. So yeah, honestly, this is all you need for 550 US bucks a month. This is honestly more than what you need. Again, I wake up, drink my water, go upstairs to the gym, small little workout. If I get hot, hop in the pool, come from the pool, take a shower, start doing my regular work. Get done with my work, I can go downstairs to the lounge, eat my lunch, watch something on my computer. You can do it all. So that's it in a nutshell. As far as living long term, I lived in Lopburi, Thailand, but I pronounce it Lopburi because you just get used to saying it how they are. So I originally came to Thailand 2022, beginning of the pandemic. I was hearing the news about it around 2019. December was coming up and I was like, I don't like what's going on in America. One-way ticket to Bangkok, New Year's Day. It was like New Year's Day. Left, came to Bangkok, Stayed in the city for maybe 2 weeks. I said, it's too much. And I have a best friend actually. His name is Adam. Um, 30-year-old white guy. I was in the military with him. And I'm 30-year-old young black man. So we were best friends at one point. And he moved to Thailand very, very early. So he's been here for maybe 10 years. He's been trying to get me to go to Lopburi forever. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave Bangkok, try Lopburi, fell in love instantly. Lopburi kind of reminded me, almost small town. It's a small, it's a Thai military town. So I felt safe there. We have some US military there a little bit too, just a little bit. So it's not overran with expats, like you would see in Bangkok. Um, More country living though, more space, just more peace and quiet. And I would like to say more culture, like down home, like true Thai culture. Being young man from Louisiana, not gonna lie to you, like I never even heard of what Thailand. I didn't know what it was. Thai what? I didn't know. I'm not. It's just how we are, like in America, we're kind of ignorant. Yeah, I mean, same difference, So same difference. Like I said, I joined the military at 17, right after high school. So I met Adam maybe around 19, 20 years of age. And at the time, he was dating a Thai woman while being in the army. And he speaks Thai fluently. And then eventually, just through life and a little bit of ups and downs, he moved out here and he just every year nagging me to come, just come. And I'm like, for years, no, no. And something happened in America. Maybe it was my personal life. And I did more research on Thailand, the country itself. I'm a history buff. So I did a little bit of the history on Thailand, certain wars that they have avoided, certain wars that they overcame. Honestly, as a culture, they just tend to work well with one another and they protect their culture. So that's what made me want to come. For where I'm staying now, again, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, pool, 2 or 3 lounges, coffee machine downstairs, uh, beautiful workers, nice workers. I'm only paying 550 US dollars a month here for this. Transportation, before when I was living in Lopburi, I was only paying $100 for my moped to rent every month, right? So that was way easier for me to go everywhere. But here, I'm maybe at about, I'm gonna say 250, 300 bucks, grabs, to and from. And now, honestly, the only reason why my expense for traveling is so expensive is because I prefer to use Grab, right? There's a train. Train is super cheap. I mean, 10, 20 baht, I believe. I've maybe rode it maybe once or twice. Train is not my thing. I don't know why. I'm claustrophobic. I don't know. I just don't like trains. So I book the car every time. And plus two, I also budgeted for travel expenses because again, knowing that I'm not in the country, I can rent a moped here as well if I want to. I just don't feel comfortable riding a moped around Bangkok. It's very busy, too much traffic. I don't want to get hit. If I do, anything's gonna be my fault. So I just rather take the Grab, pay for the Grab, and then boom. Food, fairly cheap again because I don't eat out too much. I try to go out maybe just on the weekends. During the week, I'm gonna say I spend 100 bucks, 50 to 100 bucks, depending on my meal prep, workout diet and stuff. I order meal prep. There's plenty of gyms that make meal prep, plenty of businesses that make meal prep for the week. 2,000 baht, maybe 1,500 baht for the week. So, 40 bucks or whatever, sometimes here and there. Then other than that, I order steak and shrimp and chicken and eggs from Tops or Big C. And I just bought like olive oil. I cook in my room. I keep my expenses low because again, when I first got here, I ate out every week, every day, every single night. I had steak one night and tacos the next night and upscale bar the next night. And it just adds up. Meal prep is just chicken, rice, vegetables. I eat a lot of fried rice, a lot of eggs. a lot of pad thai. I actually fell in love with cow soy. They only I went to Chiang Mai one time, had some original cow soy, and I'm not a soupy person. Again, I don't gumbo is like the only soup, the type of food you'll see me eating. But other than that, I don't like runny food. I like solid whole foods. But when I try cow soy, mm. So yeah, that sushi a little bit. I might switch it up, and like I said, I switch it up a lot. Honestly, Thailand. I love one thing I love about Thailand. I can leave my condo and I can walk either a few minutes to the left or a few minutes to the right, and there's ample amounts of food choices everywhere. So again, I'm a prior veteran, so I still wake up early, 4 or 5 a.m. Drink my water, eat my fruit, go straight to the gym. The only thing is sometimes I do work out here at my place. I have a gym here, but I like to get, a better vibe, bigger gym. And they normally don't open till 8, 9 o'clock. So I'm online doing some schoolwork, uh, not necessarily taking any trades or placing any trades, but I'm just looking at the markets and stuff early. And then because I trade at night here, because nighttime here is morning time in America. So besides that, after my gym routine, I usually go take a dip in the pool, cool down a little bit, order me some food, and then just kind of chill, go grab me some books and go in the lounge and read and just study all day. I study more than I watch TV. I'm a history buff, so I like to learn just like prehistory. So like in America, people talk about slavery a lot, but I like to go past slavery, like old kingdoms and old pacts that were made and things of like that. So from different countries and previous wars from other countries that all kind of leads to, because we're all on the same planet and we all have a universal language. And if you don't know your history, you can't necessarily connect with people from around the world. So that's how I learned to move around through life very easy. I know a lot of stuff, yeah. Like I said earlier, I joined the military at 17. I did 6 years, got out, retired fully, and went to school. Currently still in school, by the way. Um, so I'm a 100% retired vet. I'm in college right now, getting my master's in IT. I have my bachelor's in business and digital marketing already. And I've been doing digital marketing since 17. So I was freelancing at 17, like doing like flyers and captions. Back 17, Instagram was hot and Facebook and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing online. And I started growing my personal brand online while I was in the military. So when I got out, I didn't necessarily have to work a job, right? I was already helping veterans on my way out. So that's what I currently do now. I help other veterans make the transition out of the military, um, on top of trading. So that, and again, a few other benefits that come with life and other decisions I've made, dividend stocks, few businesses that I got on autopilot, and some things that honestly I still do back home with some people it's a few things that I do now. I'm not gonna lie to you. My life has been a bit of a roller coaster, but I'm only 30 years old, but I feel like I've lived a million lives in one. So I tell people, man, you can't just like listen to what people say on social media and say, yeah, just come to Thailand and you can figure it out. And no, I've done things to be able to be here. Like I said, served 6 years in the Army. I was infantry, by the way. So not only been to other countries then, it's just outside of that, I went into professional car detailing. So your high-end cars, so the Porsches, McLarens, Ferraris, and then all the American muscle cars you could think of, Camaro, Challenger, Chargers, right? So I did that with my brother for 4 years, 5 years, started the business from the ground up. And so me and my brother just worked it together, both veterans. And, you meet connections when you run into people that have these upscale cars, right? Some of them are pilots, some of them are doctors, lawyers. So they started teaching me, hey, you need to go to this country. You know, they got beach houses in the Maldives and a house in Costa Rica. So eventually, you know, my first trip was to Costa Rica. Um, like this, the connection that I just made with you and meeting genuine people, that's something very rare. Two, it's how they treat me. The stairs here compared to the stairs anywhere else in the world is completely different. For example, I was just in Hua Hin the past weekend and I'm walking down the street early in the morning, you know, tank top, leaving the gym, sweaty, people staring, you know, but it's like staring and then, you know, speaking still and the respectful nod and my security guard gives me gifts, you know, like a little juice when I'm coming in, you know, that doesn't happen anywhere else. Another example, I left my wallet on the back of my moped when I was living in Lobeli. And I went to a restaurant, meet some friends for the first time. Didn't know I left my wallet, passport, money, everything right there. We were in there drunk, drinking. 4 hours went by. Went back outside, my wallet never moved. It never flipped. It never, it was still in the same spot. That type of safety you're not gonna get anywhere else. For me, that kind of did it, honestly. I wouldn't say I didn't know the value of money. I just didn't know the value of things and like what things meant until I got here. Because, you know, got here, I pulled out maybe 20,000 baht, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this stretch for the month or whatever. And, you know, I'm like, dang, this is cheap. This is cheap. I'm like, wait a minute, that whole fit costs only 1,000? All right, give me 3 of them. I done bought suits. I bought a box of suits, spent 1,500 US dollars on, but now mind you, $1,500 in America, possibly maybe get you 1 or 2 good suits. Maybe you can get one fine suit for $1,500, maybe. I'm talking nice quality all around. I got 5 bottoms, 5 tops, 5 ties, socks, and all of them were custom made, by the way. I chose what I wanted the inside to look like, what I wanted the outside to look like, tailored to my entire body, sent to me in the mail. And I'm like, it's only 1,500 US dollars, you know, boom. But again, things started adding up real quick. So a few months go by, I'm like, they said Bangkok was cheap. I was like, so I go to my friend Adam. Adam lives in Lobeli still. Adam tells me, Brian, Thailand is cheap, brother. He said, you're not used to being able to use your money like this. Like in America, $1,500, that's rent. That's living alone. Like, so boom, no fun after that. But he was just kind of reminding me like, you know, I'm glad you got that out your system. Now, you know, we can focus on this real estate. That's what he's into. So that's what he kind of teaches me, and we just focus on those things. Um, yeah, that's really it in a nutshell. I wouldn't advise nobody to travel if you don't know how to budget, if you don't already have income coming in, and or know how to make income like on the fly. Like you should be able to wake up and go make it. Because and remember, in certain countries, you can't just get out and say, hey, I'm gonna go get a job. Like that's not how it works. So for example, in Thailand, there's a there's a list of jobs that you can't do as a foreigner. For example, like I have some friends, they're barbers back home. They're like, I could just come over there and cut hair. I'm like, you can't. This is reserved for Thai people. So you have to really know how to make money online or figure out how to invest or have some residual income coming in. Then two, when you book the flight, you plan your trip, do your research again, because you could get hemmed up at an airport for not having, you know, certain paperwork, or you can get a fine and these things could get costly. I think what I ended up doing was after doing my research, I put like maybe, this is before I bought the ticket. I bought the ticket again, 2022. So I bought the ticket 6 months in advance. So it's 2019, summer of 2019, bought the ticket because I knew I was gonna go. And then I saved up for those 6 months as well. So I bought the ticket 6 months ahead of time. I saved up for 6 months straight. So when I got here, it was like you rent is only 300 US dollars. I still have a hard time transitioning that to baht. Um, but it wasn't that much in baht. But 300 US dollars a month compared to $1,500 US a month. I pay my rent up front, and got it out of my system. So that's what I recommend people to do because, especially in America, you're not able to freely get it out your system without feeling bad about it, right? So everybody deserves a shopping spree. Everybody. I don't care who it is. For me, I would say it's pretty smooth because I'm open to the connections. So when I first got here, I basically, my best friend Adam, and then there was a small group of Thai people that basically helped me just groomed me to the country of Thailand. It was maybe Som, shout out to Som, Rainy, shout out to Rainy. They both, one lives in Sarabury and the other one lives in Lobeli still. But those two women, I still keep in contact with them to this day. Some would come and do my laundry, dishes, just randomly come in and start cleaning stuff. And I'll be like, no, 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 no. So we became friends after that. She was like, you want to drive my car? You drive my car. Just, it was business though. It really was business. I would rent her car. She took me to her farm, took me from the farm, we picked and pulled all the veggies and fruits she was growing and we took me to the market. We set up her stand, right? And I watched as she literally just, she was a jack of all trades. And I'm like, this is normal here. And she's like happy to do this. Nobody stressed. So that was my introduction to Thailand. Yeah, for real. I haven't dated since I've been in Thailand. And then on one of my last YouTube videos, I had to repeat myself. I don't date. Um, and I try to let women know specifically that if we make a connection or I let you know up front, I don't want to date, but I do want a real genuine friend. And I know it's hard for women because with men, men usually want things outside of friendship. But personally, I'm at a point in my life where, again, I can't speak for other men, but I've never really had a problem with like dating a woman or like, hey, if I think you're beautiful, I can approach you and talk to you and we can have drinks. And if I want to take it to the next level, yeah, I'm gonna ask you if that's something that you would like to do. Um, but I'm at a point in my life where I need to see where your heart is at first. And I can't do that if I'm blinded by the illusion of dating. Like I gotta like, can we be friends first? Like, cause if we can't vibe, kick it just like this, talk just casually, um, I can't put on the act of wanting to date you. That's just me, yeah. You know what I've learned too? I'm still learning. I did not know that Bangkok is like the #1 dating city in the world. It took me, I've been here for a while and I just figured that out maybe 3 months ago. And I'm like, oh, so people really come here to date. And like singles come here to mingle and they actually want relationships. And so to be honest with you, there's a lot of quality here, but there's also like a lot of people. Like if I'm a numbers guy. If it's millions of people that actually live here, they want to date. It's millions of people that travel here too. They want to date. I've met a lot of women, some from uh, Africa, some from Europe, uh, Asia, of course, right? It's just people have a lot of things in common. Everybody's different, right? But people in general, we tend to have most things in common. That's what I've learned. And everybody's looking for something. And I'm willing to give my time to somebody and see what they're looking for, and if they see. But I found out that if you really know what you're looking for, don't waste nobody time. And then their way is kind of like, no, hey, I saw you, we spoke, you saw it matched up, and you looking for this too. But again, I'm not dating, so I can't really tell people what to do or what not. But I will say, if you're looking to date, Bangkok is a top spot to date. Yeah, people have qualities, but at the same time, I would like to think I find a lot of people here that's confused. That's what I find. Meaning, like they are here, but it's like they're here in the moment. And that's one thing I love about Bangkok, because again, in America, you can't live in the moment. Like, you gotta be doing something to just be ahead of the game, and you don't get to stop and breathe. So when you here, you get to stop and breathe. You get to be comfortable. You get to be relaxed. My lifestyle and my personality, I'm not a relaxed person. I don't like it when I'm too comfortable. I'm boring. Yeah, I can stick to the script. I can be disciplined, but I'm doing that to get to higher levels. Like, I'm not trying to just, if we, I'm not trying to date and just stay right here with you and, boom. No, I want to grow. And sometimes people have different versions of what growth is. That's it. And I don't like explaining myself. I don't want to waste your time, and I just don't want you to waste my time. I just don't. Again, I'm 30. I have children, right? So I'm a father. And honestly, I should have led with that, because that's what shaped my entire decision to just travel the world, being a father first and foremost. My daughters, man, like, having girls will make you like think differently. Like, they get to talking to you and asking questions like, Daddy, if, for example, I have mixed kids, light skin, they got curly hair. One day somebody was asking to touch their hair. Daddy, what am I supposed to do if this person from another nationality asks to touch my hair? And I don't want to be mean, but so, like, just having that conversation with my 5-year-old, it kind of took me back. Like, I didn't think that I would have to be having that conversation in 2020, in any year that I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I just think that I try to be a well-rounded man, and I don't find a lot of women who are trying to be well-rounded. They trying to still find their purpose, and I respect that. But like you, for example, like, I followed you, I don't know when, maybe a few months ago, or maybe sometime last year, I don't know. But when I instantly saw your page, I saw your content, I said, okay, she's moving in her purpose. And not only that, like, you've been consistent, like, same type of content, same tone, right? Then I met you in person. I'm like, okay, it's the same person. She's consistent. Nowadays, you never know what you're gonna get. Just how slow, and again, Thai people, I love y'all to death. I'm talking about, I love y'all from the top to the bottom, but they move too slow for me sometimes. And maybe I just have to keep learning to slow myself down, right? But uh, and again, the things that I'm finna list to you, they're small things. Like, if I added them up, it wouldn't even compare to paying my rent back in America. Like, I still wouldn't too much care that, they might sneeze sometimes and don't cover their mouth, or touch the food with their hands, or it's like small stuff that it's like small, just because in America we just used to a certain like standard. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I went and got a massage, and I asked her not to touch my hair. I said, hey, my locks off limits, shoulder. I was like, you don't have to worry about it. Right? Under my massage, you go pull my headband out my hair, rub her fingers through my scalp, get the massage in, and I'm like, damn, I just got a retwist yesterday. Right, I just paid for that, but she don't understand, right? It felt good. So honestly, if I really had to explain bad things about Thailand, the sewage smell in the evening time sometimes, like when I go in the bath, it's small stuff. It's nothing big. Quality of life. Quality of life. I'll take this over anything every day. I try to tell people, I took a trip back to America. So I was living in locally 2 years. And then I left, went back to America, been on and off 2 years. And then, I'm back here. The moment I got off the plane uh, in America, landed in Dallas, I looked to my left. There's a fight. I ignored the fight. I get up to, you know, get my belongings or talk to a lady about my things. There's a man in front of me hemming up the woman behind the counter because she's about to charge him for something else. And he didn't have the money to pay for it. So he got angry and him grabbed the woman. I'm in the airport just getting back from Thailand. When I tell you that I wanted to turn around and do whatever it took to get back on the plane to come back here, it was just why? Like why? So the quality of life. No matter what, I'm always going to put myself in a position to where I'm truly loved, right, valued. Um, and then again, I don't have to necessarily, blood doesn't make you family, right? I meet family all around the world. I got brothers that I've been in the military with from 17 that are still my brothers to this. Like I said, my best friend lives in Lobeli. And I said, you know what, bro? We've had each other's back for this long. I'm going to trust you. I'm gonna come out there. So the very first sacrifice is again missing my children, right? Missing my daughters is really and truly like the only thing that's on my mind. Um, but mind you, when I first came in Thailand, I actually brought my daughters to Thailand with me, right? I brought them and then the mother of my children as well. Um, that didn't work out, but they had the option to stay, right? Or go back. I wanted the mom to do whatever was comfortable for her. I'm not about to argue. She wanted to go back. Okay, so I go back and I check on them if I need to. And, I still take care of them every single day and call them every single night, right? It's just the hardest thing to do if you are an actual like parent, if you're actually involved in your kids' lives, is to be gone at any point, right? The other sacrifice I would say is just personal stuff, cutting back on expenses. Again, in America, save money. You don't do stupid shit. Don't eat out. I don't drink alcohol like that. One thing I love about Thailand, weed is it's abundant. It's everywhere. But in Texas and places like Louisiana's legal now. Uh, where it have to be prescribed. But you got to kind of figure out how you're going to get those things and go home and enjoy it by yourself. But nevertheless, the only sacrifices that I had to make was cutting out certain things that costed X amount of money. Another big one was cutting off certain family members, right? Before I actually moved out here and came, because before you make a leap, you kind of scared. You want to get validation, right? You want to ask like, what you think about this? And I'm asking people that don't even got passports, right? People telling me like, nah, they don't even got cars over there. I'm like, so they got me looking stupid because I'm calling Adam like, bro, I can't come. Y'all don't got cars. Adam's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. What are they feeding you over there? What are they putting in the media? And I'm just like, no, bro, I was looking at the news over here in America and they was like showing me like, y'all, everybody got to ride on mopeds and people getting hit by cars. If they do, like, it just looked like a third world country. And then you start realizing that America doesn't promote anything good about any other country in the world. It's like they take the camera, put it on their shoulder, and then like as you're walking through the beautiful parts in the city, they put the camera down. And then as soon as they get to the most raggedy trash part, they're like, oh, put the camera back up. Let's get this part. And then cut the camera after that. So cutting off family, it hurt because when I left and I first got here, I didn't talk to people that I spoke to for a long time, for 2 years, right? So my children, yes, of course, but mother, father, certain siblings, we didn't speak for 2 years because in their mind, they're right, right? And in their mind, I left them, and in their mind, I'm running or escaping. And I don't look at life or any type of thing as an escape. Everybody has the power to live how they want to live and choose how they want to live. If you chose to stay there, pay the bills, be mad, and not have quality life, then I feel like that's on you. I told you to get your passport. I told you I would pay for your passport. I asked you, I said, how much this is all my family, by the way. Mother, father, how much is your rent? All right, well, what if I paid you half of your rent? If that allows you to save half so that you can buy your passport, half of your ticket maybe, who knows, right? What if I did that for 3 months for you? Because I'm in a position to help that way, but they don't want to be helped that way. Just give them the money. They want to go splurge, go do whatever, and then never leave the city. So I had to cut those off. I would have told myself then to lighten up a little bit more. It took a while. It took the whole year for me to not be so Americanized, right? But it's a good thing that I was staying in Locally. I wouldn't have made it in Bangkok. Little things just kept pissing me off too much. Again, I love the weather. The weather's perfect for me. I'm a tropical type of guy. But it was just, I was moving too fast, you know? I would definitely tell myself that, you needed to slow down because it's why I made a lot of mistakes in the past, moving fast. And that didn't work. All right, let me hurry up and do something else. Instead of just slowing down, focusing, meditating, talking to God, talking to myself, and literally doing nothing. Like I had to master the art of doing nothing. It's very hard for majority of Americans to sit down and stay still with themselves in a room. Like for real. Like even if I'm looking in the mirror, it's crazy. Like I couldn't look at myself in the mirror for 2 minutes. That's not good. That's not good, right? So again, back then, I was very hard on myself, right? I'm talking about thinking I need to be this millionaire by 24, and I would just tell myself back then to just slow down, slow down. But honestly, that's about it because I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't experience that journey. I had to go through it, so don't just move to Thailand. I would say visit first. Visit for, if you can, maybe from 2 weeks to a month, right? And within that time, try to at least hit 3 different cities. So I like to do like north, south, and in the middle. That way I can say, hey, I've been to Chiang Mai in the mountains, fresh air, great food, great vibes. Bangkok, nightlife, Pattaya, nightlife, whatever. Um, and then what's one of those? So it's called some Krabi, something like that. If you want just beach vibes, island vibes, no fuss. But you have to experience all three in order to determine, where you want to be for one. Two, it's tropical. It's summer year round. Some people don't like the heat. It looks good on social media. Excuse me. But once you get to sweating, when you wake up in the morning, walk down the street out every night, like you sweating every crack and crevice, uh, you realize that it ain't for everybody. But I would like to think for people like us, we naturally do well in tropical weather. So visit first. And honestly, I don't want too many Americans coming to live over here. And it's not a race thing. It's not a color thing, if y'all want to put it like that. It's just, I just told y'all what it took for me to overcome my American ways when I got here. And I would like to think that I'm more disciplined than the average person, which because I am. Just being young, veteran, father, like I gotta be disciplined. The average American is not disciplined. They aren't patient. They do move fast. They want things fast. And any country in Asia is just not that. Not Thailand, not Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, China. None of those countries, none of these countries that are in Asia are fast moving. It seems fast, right? Technology may be up to date. We might have some of the most top of the line, like malls and like restaurants and hospitals, right? But the way of living is slow paced still, meaning take your time. And because we're going to take our time with you. In America, you go to the hospital, you getting rushed. You don't even know all the symptoms that may be happening to you. They just find the first few that pop up, prescribe you something, get you out. I went to the doctor in Chiang Mai, Bangkok hospital, 2 days back to back, I was seen for 4 different things, like smoothly, clockwork. And I was done. Lunch came with it, you know. uh, you walk into the foyer area, they're playing the piano and stuff, and I'm looking at chandeliers. I'm like, this is not the bank. This is not the hospital that they were promoting to us. Yeah. So 5 years from now, I don't say I will be living here permanently, but my goal is to have a condo here, right? To be able to come here throughout whatever season I choose to, throughout the year, with my kids, by myself, with my mom, just surprise my family, just to show them, hey, look, I told y'all. But there's a few other countries that are similar, that has great culture, that's cheaper way of living, quality life. Thailand is not the only place. And mind you, I've been here for a while now, and it's changed. It is more expats. It is more foreigners in almost every city that you come to in Thailand. And personally, it's affecting the Thai economy. So again, I know this because I have a Thai friend who's a lawyer, right? I have a Thai friend who's a realtor. And since I've been here 2020 to 2026, things have changed drastically. And that's because of an influx of foreigners coming. So I don't think foreigners, Americans, anybody, they just understand the power that they have when they come to another country. You know what I'm saying? So I will be going to other countries over the next few years, similar to this one, right? Like Costa Rica, I've been there, probably go to Panama, Peru, and one city in Mexico for sure. But besides that, I'm gonna be growing my online business, have more properties, rental properties. So I have more income coming in without having to think, right? And honestly, I want to kind of get on your level. I kind of want to get to a point to where I interview people, and I want to interview men and women who have made it, right? In their 45, 50s, married, living abroad, right? I want to interview those couples and figure out like, hey, how are you able to maintain that and stuff like that? So, yeah.